Okay, so I started getting a message. I'm not sure where it's going. I got blue and then red. Red and blue, I started thinking about the lights, emergency. And then protection. Protected. There's something going on that is... I don't feel urgent, but it may be urgent. Emergency type, fast acting, or someone else trying to act fast, but you are protected. So I'm not sure. Source, what is this? Red and blue may be significant. In the dead of night, I just got. In Taurus, confession. Taurus, safety, security, stability. Confession about someone's stability. Peaceful among thorns. That's 26 or 8. Scorpio, transformation. Someone may be confessing to what they've done to affect somebody's safety, security, stability. Their material world, their finances. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take that as a confirmation with the second house. So we have double Taurus energy with Taurus and the second house, which is Taurus. That's also Venus energy. All right, what is this, source? Somebody might be getting arrested for what they've done, what they partook in. Creep. Someone may be confessing or working with authorities on what they helped some creep do. The prickly energy, prickly behaviors. There's a planet. Jupiter, grow and expand. Whatever this is, it's going to expand your finances. It's going to also expand your awareness, collective. Why something wasn't working, why something, we've got Sagittarius out here as well. Why you maybe, there's bride in a cage, why maybe you felt like you were caged. Triumph of lies. We've got obsession, Sagittarius and Mars. This creep could be a Sagittarius that plotted and planned. Oh, there's strong intuition. All right. That feels Alice in Wonderland could be significant. Someone could be confessing about what they found. Confession gives more of they took part in. Yeah, that's a formal admission, disclosure, or acknowledgement of something hidden, such as guilt for a crime, personal faults, or sins. Admitting that one is guilty of a crime. So if you are confessing, it's something you took part in, at the very least. So this could be a Taurus that took part in it, or the Taurus second house could be the confession is regarding your stability, your finances, your security, your safety. And when I say safety, I don't mean physical, I mean material world. Like your money, your finances. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Something done to keep you in a codependent energy. To keep you in an energy of not being able to do it yourself. Potentially so you would go back to somebody, or so you would need somebody's help. Who is this creep? What is this creep? Actually, no, source. What is the confession? What are they confessing to? Something that they've kept quiet for a long time. All right, what is this confession? Two of Pentacles reversed. Actions taken to prevent someone from being able to balance things out. To cause someone to drop the ball. To not be able to juggle, to be overwhelmed. To not be able to juggle what they have. I just got not be able to pay their bills. Then when you don't pay your bills, everything else spirals out of control. So that you would then have to go and ask somebody for help. Somebody wants control over somebody else, and the only way that they can do that is by forcing them into a financial burden so that they ask for financial help and then essentially dangling that help over their head. Six of Pentacles. But Alice and the Mad Hatter, they look worried. So giving, but giving with expectation. Using somebody as a charity case. Oh yeah, collective didn't do that on their own. I had to help get them out of that. I had to help pay that. I had to help them acquire that type of thing. So then they get credit for helping, but also making you look bad in the process. So this is giving savior complex. 9:29 on the timer. Two of Cups, Three of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. Two of Cups reverse, causing disharmony, separation. Three of Pentacles, something that they expected to happen. They put in work. They were waiting for it to come. 10 of Pentacles, a loss of ultimate stability. Somebody thought in causing a separation between you and someone or something else, that was going to leave you in a place of financial ruin. Not being able to sleep at night, not being able to rest. She's sleeping very, very nicely on her couch with her kitties and all her pentacles around her. And those are generations above her head. Generational wealth taken. This feels a little bit like there was a stipulation of they must be married in order to acquire this. Like the inheritance. They have to be of certain age or be married, be in a union, a recognized union, in order to receive this. And in causing a separation, they thought that they were going to prevent you from receiving your inheritance, your wealth, your generational wealth, your wealth that was handed down. As again, I'm being called to the generations. So this is somebody who thought that your abundance was tied to someone else. Ooh, this doesn't have to be romantic. Two of Cups doesn't have to be romantic. They could have caused separation between you and family so that you would then separate. And if you separate from family, then you don't get what is meant to come to you because you've walked away from the family. All right, who is this creep? That's what this feels like. This feels like forcing disharmony and separation between you and family members so that you're essentially taken out of the will. You're taken out of the generational handing down of things. Because, well, collective's no longer here. Take their name off of it, take them out. But something hasn't gone as planned. Because people don't confess to things that they got away with. I've never encountered a situation where somebody got away, scot-free, hands clear, got away with something, and then confessed to it. The only time that I've ever encountered somebody confess to something that they did that they essentially got away with is if they were gloating by a means of, I'm the one that did that. I'm the one that took that from you. I'm the one that sent that to you, type of thing. Like taking ownership because they're proud of it. But that's not what this feels like, especially with the red and blue lights. All right, who is this creep? Whoever these people are, because it feels like more than one, it feels like a group situation, they caused a lot of confusion and chaos within the group. And because it was just kind of constantly going, now I'm getting one of those lazy Susans where it just spins. Because it was just constantly going, there's no real, oh, it was them, because there's so much going on. It's just like a, what is all of this? All right, who is this creep? Potentially somebody who's codependent, energetically, financially, emotionally. Potentially somebody in a relationship. Magician and 8 of Swords. This creep is somebody who intentionally creates mental conflict and chaos. Intentionally creates circumstances and situations where people bind themselves up mentally. Ooh. But the wheel has turned and judgment is here. This is why the confession is coming. Collective, if you were removed from something and kept from something, it didn't stop you from getting on your right path and carrying out your destined path. And you getting on your destined path, chasing, going after your destined path, that's bringing in judgment. It's calling judgment on possibly 3 individuals who were playing in these mind-bending games. But it's also allowing you to rebirth. Who is this creep? Give me more on the Magician and 8 of Swords, please. This creep could also have manipulated themselves into a mental prison. They could be haunted by what is going on around them, what people are finding out, what do people know, their actions replaying in their head, them getting caught. They could be having nightmares about getting caught, red and green lights. The Emperor reversed. So the head of a group, the head of a family, potentially a father figure. A tyrant. A codependent tyrant. Somebody who wants to be seen as the knowledgeable leader, as the knowledgeable business owner, as the one that is balanced and has the answers and can do and all of the things. However, none of them adds up. They're not emotionally stable. They're not financially stable. They don't operate in truth or clarity whatsoever. In fact, they spread quite the opposite. What is the other one? We got emotions, we got mind, and energetic. They don't know how to take action. They don't know how to manage their energy. So this may be somebody that gets somebody else to do their dirty work. They like to stir the pot with words and stir everybody else up, and then they sit back. They're being seen. They're being caught. And somebody who has taken part in this is coming clean. Woo! Queen of Swords fell on top of the pile of the creep and judgment. This could be somebody in law. It doesn't have to be, though. This could be you, collective, standing in truth and clarity. You could be speaking the truth about, if you come from a dysfunctional family like this, you could be the one that's speaking truth and actually exposing just by talking about your healing journey. Give me more on this. Okay, Queen of Swords. It did fall on top of it. Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. You've taken back your energy. You've taken back your power. And you are moving from, oh, look, that's like Alice and then grown-up Alice. Like kid Alice and grown-up Alice. You've joined your inner child and higher self. Pomegranates could be significant. And you're exposing the secrets just by healing. You're exposing what was done to you by being you. Because if somebody has gone around and they have spun false narratives and they have spun crazy making in everybody's mind about everyone else, and you separate and you live your life with integrity, with who you actually are, and you heal and you're out in the open in any form or fashion for anybody to watch, they're going to be able to see the difference between who this person or these people claim you are and who you're actually showing up as. Because if you were all of the things that these people said you were, you wouldn't be able to show up like that. This is giving very spiritually gifted. You know things that you aren't supposed to know. It's giving, how did they know? Who told them? You may have been spiritually gifted from a kid, and that's what they used to call you crazy. That's what they used to turn you against yourself. Two of Swords, that's what you use to free yourself. Them turning you on yourself, them causing you to reflect in and hate self and think that it was self, is what freed you, collective. Because in thinking that it was all you, in them turning you against yourself, you found out through that healing and cleaning out, hey, a lot of this isn't mine. A lot of this wasn't mine to carry, and it has freed you. It has removed you from a crossroads. Okay. What is... I'm just going to see what the outcome of this is. Somebody may be seeing the reality and correcting the removal. If you were removed from stuff, people may be seeing what was actually going on and correcting those removals. Give me more on... this may be tied to the sibling that's being outed as well. Because in dysfunctional family systems like this, it's never just the father figure, just the mother figure, just the sibling. Like, it's a group effort. They all work together. There's roles that everyone plays. And in families, there's always a golden child. But then if there's many other children, then they usually rotate between who's the scapegoat at the time, depending on who's willing to kiss the tyrant's butt, who's willing to conform and fall in line. Then they will become flying monkeys, and the one that won't conform, the one that's bucking the system, they become the scapegoat. And if the scapegoat finds their way to redeem themselves, to conform, to get back in, it's only because somebody else has moved into that scapegoat position. There is always a scapegoat until you remove yourself. And before you being removed, you'd still be the scapegoat. They'd still be able to continue the same narrative. But now with everybody being able to see others online, they can look and they're like, well, what I'm saying online about the collective isn't close to what you're saying. And if they're that kind of disaster, how are they guiding people? How are they helping people? How are they healing? How do they have the knowledge of all of this? Like, their recollection of that trauma does not align with what you're saying at all, and there's pieces that are matching that make the collective more believable. oh, we've been watching the collective for several years now, and collective has talked about certain specific traumas several times, and not one piece of information has changed. And this can even go back further. Oh, collective talked to me about that trauma back when they were a teenager, and they're talking about it again, and nothing has changed. And people who are lying, they can't keep that straight because it's a lie. All right, what is the outcome? Rejection. What is the outcome for this confession? What does the collective need to know? You are having an expansion, collective, in your material world, your finances, your security, while a creep is being outed for their creep behavior. 8 of Pentacles. You are being seen as the master level that you are in whatever you're doing. This could be healing. This could be healing and your work. I don't think that you can really reach master levels exterior without reaching them interior, because they are linked. Eventually your work starts to crumble, or you start to see the cracks because of the interior worlds. Very few people can keep things compartmentalized to the point where they can keep a really successful career and have their internal world and home life be a disaster. In fact, you'll notice that people that have a really high ability to achieve, they won't achieve. They will stay at a lower rung because they have the instability going on internally and at home. They're not able to achieve the quote greatness within their career because they are focusing more on numbing. They are focusing more on trying to mask and hide what's going on internally. What else is the outcome for I just got off with their head. We do have Alice out here though. And the Red Queen sitting right here. Rejection again. So Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands reversed. So rejection and inability to move forward. So it feels like this is the creep. You are mastering self and whatever you've got going on in your life, collective. And it's being seen that this creep of a tyrant leader over here, they are being rejected. They are not being... Ooh, we got the King of Wands reversed now too. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They do not have the energy to keep up with what they've been doing because people are just rejecting it. They're just kicking it out. They're essentially telling them, without telling them, we know you're a big fat liar. Ace of Cups reversed. I'm going to put it back because it kind of fell, but Ace of Cups reversed. You're not giving emotional validation to whatever this was for you in the past, collective. You're focusing on you. You're focusing on your energy, your moves, your life. You're focusing on reaping the consequences. That's karma. Reaping the consequences of your actions, which are leading to ultimate wish fulfillment with others, ultimate emotional stability with others, however that looks for you. Whether that's you and a best friend and a dog, you and your kiddos and 500 cats and 5 dogs, you and a significant other, whatever your happily ever after looks like, you are focusing on continuing to master what you're doing and reaping the rewards of the work that you've put in, which is leading to ultimate emotional fulfillment with yourself and others. Two of Swords reversed. We've got double Two of Swords reversed. You're not stuck at all anymore, collective. If these people had you stuck in the past, they don't have you stuck anymore. This is giving very much, I believe in source, I believe in God, I believe in the divine, I believe in the creator, because I've watched them show up in my life. Not because I'm scared, and if I don't believe, then I might go to a burning fiery place. Not, I'm scared of the wrath or what might happen to me. It's not that. It's, I believe in source, I believe in a higher power, because I've watched them move within my life. I've watched them walk with me, carry me, guide me, even before I knew what was going on. 3123. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You are standing in stability even in the face of tyrants. You're doing something that they said you never could do, collective. If this is family, they said you'd never be able to do it on your own. Is that a golden retriever? No. I don't know what kind of dog that is, but it's standing out to me. They said you could never do it on your own. You'd never build anything substantial. You're going to stay in Page of Pentacles energy. Young and irresponsible and immature and not able to get anything going. A lot of big ideas, but not anchoring anything in. And here you are, collective. Strong, stable, grounded, able to nurture yourself and others. And you did it while you had a tyrant trying to destroy you. Ooh, that tyrant's not. They're watching from the bottom of the wheel, collective. Page of Swords reversed. They're watching, stalking, maybe gang stalking, having others watch you for them while they're on the bottom of the wheel. They may be trying to mess with your mail, mess with your email, send you comments to mess with your confidence, to mess with your internal world. Ignore the junk. People that have to try to affect someone else are doing it from a place of lack and insecurity. Remember that. Happy healing.